What's good, family? We back at it again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why you should not waste your life chasing pleasure. Everyone that is watching this video right now has a rough draft in their mind already carved and cultivated of what I'm about to say. Or maybe you don't. I'm 20 right now making this video. And in the past 5 years, I've started multiple business models. I've made a YouTube channel. I've started a successful business. I've had 30 plus jobs. I've traveled the world. Mind you, I'm 20 years old. 20 years old. How did I get from being a skinny, low testosterone, no interaction of any type with women, right? Low confidence, to being a 20-year-old entrepreneur? That's a serious question. And I'm going to give you the answer. The reason I'm here, able, willing, confident, strong, capable to serve my people, to serve the world, and to speak truth and light into the universe is because I've done what 90% of individuals just don't want to do. You might be asking yourself, right? Why right now in this current time, it seems like everything is falling apart to come together. Now, individuals that are self-aware and know what I meant when I just said that hit you hard. And I'll say it again. A lot of individuals are wondering why everything is falling apart to come together. So what that basically means is, right, you could have the inclination right now that you're doing bad. You could have the inclination right now that you're not doing as awesome in your financial status as you should be, awesome in your relationship status as you should be, awesome in your relationships with peers, business relationships, etc., right? But let me ask you a question. What fire have you placed yourself in? What discipline have you undergone, right? What sacrifice have you imbued in? Now, these are the questions that we have to ask ourselves when we are asking, why are we in a situation? Because typically speaking, right, an individual that is broke, an individual that is unhealthy, an individual that is not the highest order and not the highest version of themselves has done something to cause that effect. There is a cause and there is an effect in every role in this universe, right? So when you ask yourself these questions as to what exactly put me in this certain situation, now you are ahead of the curve. So from 15 to 20 years old, and you know this whole lineage if you watch my channel. If you're a subscriber, you're a supporter, and you watch my videos, you know exactly what I'm about to say. From 15 to 20, right? For the last 5 years, consistently, I have been molding myself into a thought leader, into an innovative creative, into a husband, into a leader, and nobly into just a good man, right? Now, in these last 5 years, have I done everything perfect? Has everything went my way? Has everything just aligned perfectly? Absolutely not. Right? Perfect isn't a good, suitable word. In the last 5 years, I've been able to completely transform the way I think, the way I eat, the way I make love, the way I make money, and the way that I'm contributing to the world. And it's solely due to the fact, right? While individuals were partying, I was working. While individuals were outside doing God knows what, chasing women, etc., I was making YouTube videos. I was reading. I was eating fruit and vegetables. And this isn't even something to make it seem like I'm better or superior or whatever, because we've all fucked up. I fucked up. I make mistakes every day. I just choose to learn from my mistakes, right? And I choose to make my mistakes great. So when you realize that your life is in your hands, and in order to let go of things that are not serving you, you have to grab the steering wheel instead of just going on cruise control. So when you realize that my financial status right now is a reflection of my habits, right? My body is a reflection of my habits, right? My health is a reflection of my habits, right? My relationships is a reflection of my habits, right? You start to realize that everything is your fault. So in order for you to start changing things, you are going to have to put yourself in a mind frame of change, right? In order for you to lose the weight, you're going to have to put yourself in the mind frame of consistency on your plate, in the gym, social media. All of these things have to correlatively align for you to get to a certain goal and for you to ultimately achieve that goal, right? If one thing was lacking, I can't build a foundation, bro. If I'm laying a brick to build a building and I'm laying that brick for 5 years, eventually, no matter if it's the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sooner or later, something great is going to be cultivated, right? So what that basically means is right now, you could be going through your journey. You're trying to find a skill, right? You're trying to better your mental health, right? You're trying to better your physical stature, right? You're in the gym. You're trying to work on what's on your plate, right? You're trying to work on all of these different things that you know will better you, right? Work on your discipline, work on your structure, work on your habits, right? Everybody that's watching this video right now, I want you to know you are not judged on your past mistakes. You are not judged on the way you think. You are not even judged on the way you look, right? Relatively speaking. And I know this is a big one that people may, go crazy about. You are judged based off the decisions and your habits. That alone is going to make or break an individual, right? There's a reason why there is 85% of people on this world that are followers, maybe slightly 10% of leaders, and maybe roughly around 5% of innovators. That's a good rough estimate of the world. So if I just told you that a vast majority of the world is a follower, a vast majority of the world does not know how to think for themselves, a vast majority of the world cannot fend for themselves, right? A vast majority of people are very indoctrinated. And who did that to them? Was it the mass population? Was it the news? Was it their environment? Or was it them not taking initiative to start that business? Was it them not taking the initiative to get in the gym? Them not taking the initiative to be attentive to what's on their plate? What are they looking at every day? What are they scrolling and seeing, right? Everything in life that we do is going to be reflective off of one thing: our decisions, right? And the ironic thing about this is we are living in a time, right? My young people, even individuals that may be a little bit older than me, millennials, boomers, etc. We are now living in a time where you could literally change your entire life within a couple years. You could change your life. You could change your family's life. You could change your future family's life in a span of a couple years. Because we are living in one of the most technologically advanced times that we have ever been in, right? So you have to ask yourself this question: will I continue, right, to make decisions that I know are destroying me? Will I continue to hang around people that I know aren't good for me? Will I continue to have sex, right? Or will I continue to chase? Will I continue to give my energy to women that don't care for me genuinely? Will I continue to lust? Will I continue to stay in greed? Will I continue, right, to be half of the individual that I know I can be, while knowing that my highest, fullest potential is maybe miles away? Ask yourself that question. Will I wake up every single day knowing that I have more in the tank? Will I wake up every single day knowing that I'm able to get the knowledge? Will I wake up every single day knowing that I am gifted, and my gift is what I will use to financially free myself? My gift is what I will use to financially free my family and generations after. My gift from God is what I will use to become the best version of myself, right? Now, that is my question for you. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, what am I willing to do? What am I willing to sacrifice? What am I willing to undergo? What trial and tribulation, what adversity, what restriction am I willing to go through to get it done, right? How much pain am I willing to go through, right, to get it done? These are what make a man. These principles, discipline, morals are what make a strong human being, right? So now we're talking about longevity. We're not talking about, oh, this is a money grab. Oh, this will get you good now. Oh, this will now. No, I'm thinking about the present moment while actually reflecting on the fact that everything that's coming for me and that's ahead of me is going to be prosperous. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to elevate me in every possible caliber ever. But I have to make the decision for it to do so. So every time that I want to go watch something that I know I shouldn't be watching, right? Every time I want to go dive or just indulge into lust, every time that I want to go eat something that I know isn't elevating me or I know isn't allowing me to operate at my highest potential, I have to ask myself, right? Because it's not just me anymore. My family, right? My children that have yet to be born, right? The individuals that look up to me, the individuals that support me, right? All of the people around the world that are watching these videos. These individuals are looking up to me. So you have to have that same mind frame when it's time to step up to the plate, when it's time to put in that work, when it's time to do what is necessary to elevate and to grow, you have to put in the work, put in the hours, put in the suffering, because it is the only thing that is going to turn you into someone that you can be proud of, right? But when you take the easy route, when you bitch and complain, when you say what you won't do, everything in this world will turn you exactly into what you want to be. So once again, your decision to be what you want to be is in your fingertips. You right now are an individual that you may either be proud of or you may be very disgusted by. But the only thing that will change that is the decision to move forward. The decision to be aligned. The decision to be prosperous. That is the only thing that will change that stature in your life currently. So the decision is yours. You have now made the decision whether you're going to continue to fight for yourself and push the needle, or you're going to continue to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what if? What if I just stayed more disciplined? What if I just went a little longer? What if I just showed up? What if? What are you willing to live with? Are you willing to live with the fact of being your highest version? Or are you willing to live with being Love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, interact, engage, subscribe. Listen, man. God bless y'all.